Hi, everybody. This is Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, reporting from the laboratory. That's what you hear in the background. I apologize for the noise, but I'm actually on the ICP-MS instrument right now running water samples from some cities across Texas, and we are finding some very interesting things already. I'm referring to our EPA Watch effort. Go to epawatch.org. If you want to find out, I announced recently that we are inviting water samples from city water supplies all across America. And you can go to epawatch.org for instructions on how to do that. And we're using high-end laboratory instrumentation to test water supplies for lead and other contaminant chemicals. In fact, what you're hearing in the background is the auto sampler. This is an ASX 500 series Agilent Technologies auto sampler. I've got it configured for 50 milliliter vials at the moment. And we are running a mid-range calibration check at 50 parts per billion multi-element external standard. So we're finding some interesting things. And this is what the EPA should be doing with your taxpayer money instead of totally screwing you over, betraying the people, poisoning the children, withholding information from the public, and collecting big fat salaries as overpaid government employees. So we are now doing the job that the EPA should be doing, but refuses to do because, of course, they're a bunch of damn bureaucrats who don't give a crap about America. Does that sound familiar? Can you think of any government agency that's run by a bunch of damn bureaucrats who don't give a crap about America? Gosh, sounds like every government agency, doesn't it? So no surprise that this is also the EPA. So anyway, we're taking over the EPA. Well, the role of the EPA in testing water for lead anyway. And we're doing it for all the right reasons. That is, we care about the quality of the water that our brothers and sisters and children all across America are drinking. We actually have the compassion that the government claims to have but refuses to exhibit. You notice that? The government always claims, they're going to help you. They're going to do the science. They're going to monitor your water. They're going to keep you safe. Oh, yeah, the FDA is going to keep you safe. The EPA is going to keep you safe. The SEC is going to keep you safe from Wall Street predators. Oh, really? Well, what about Bernie Madoff and the Ponzi scheme when the SEC was handed all the court cases, all the documents, all the investigation, and they deliberately turned the other way and said, we don't see anything. What, $50 billion Ponzi scheme? No, we don't see that. Nothing. That's the EPA with lead. You could hand the EPA the scientific documentation of lead in the water straight off an ICP-MS instrument right here with the RSDs, the standard deviations, in the report, and you could show them, Flint, Michigan, full of lead. And they would turn the other way and say, what lead? What lead? We don't see any lead. We don't see any lead. Same way the SEC says, we don't see any Ponzi scheme. Same way the FDA says, we don't see any damage from pharmaceuticals. You know this, and that's why you're probably laughing to yourself right now, because you know this is so true. You know that these agencies, their entire motto is F the people. That's it. They don't give a crap about you. They're just collecting their salaries and faking like they're doing something for America, faking like they're regulators when they're not. The EPA is the Environmental Pollution Agency. They're the ones that released the toxic chemicals and heavy metals into the Animas River at the Gold King Mine incident. These are the people who did that. They screw over all the Native American Indians. They pollute their lands. They shut them up. They make them sign gag orders. And then they deny the information about lead in the water from all the black children, African American families in Flint, Michigan. Their motto, screw the black children. This is what the EPA believes. So we are doing their job for them for all the right reasons. And we're doing it in a way that doesn't cost you, the taxpayer, a single dime. Not a single dime. Isn't that amazing? Yes, the private sector, the nonprofit sector, does all of this without costing you a single dime, demonstrating that your overpaid, overstaffed, overpowerful government is completely useless, and that the real solutions can come from just passionate individuals like myself who believe in science, who believe in the clean environment, who believe in telling the truth, who believe in transparency, who believe in protecting children from toxic water and toxic food ingredients and toxic herbicides and toxic pesticides. These are the things that I believe in, that I am passionate about, and that is why I'm sitting here at 10:45 at night running water samples in a lab when other people my age might be out socializing. So yeah, I'm kind of a geek, but I'm a geek who believes in exposing the poison in the water across America's cities. So that's what we're doing. And that's what you're hearing in the background. You're hearing, well, here, I'll give you some sound effects here. Here's a fume hood. That's the fume hood calibration. Making sure we have the correct linear flow rate of air through the fume hood as we are mixing up our toxic metals for our external standards. Let's see. You already heard the auto sampler. The vacuum pump is down here. You can hear that. We have to have a vacuum of, let's see. Our vacuum running currently is 1.3 times 10 to the negative 4 pascals. That's a pretty good vacuum, but I've seen it better. I've seen it at like 6 times 10 to the negative 5. That's what I'm actually shooting for. Let's see. What else do we have in the lab? I'm going to get all this on video for you. Let me see how this instrument sounds. This is the Geno grinder. This thing grinds the crap out of everything. Food samples, you name it. It just vibrates like crazy. There it goes. Oh yeah, I'm going to get this on camera for you so you can see that. Probably sounds like a propeller or something. Got the centrifuge, the RoboCoupe Blixer mixer, 18.2 mega ohm water filtration DI lab water system, the compact IC Flex ion chromatography system, the liquid chromatography system over here, which doesn't really make any noise, so not that interesting on audio. Kind of a quiet instrument. We've got some other stuff on the way too. This is the lab, and we are using it for the public good because we believe in science, we believe in clean water, we believe people have a right to know what they're drinking, and we also believe that the EPA is full of crap and that they're polluting the environment and that they're withholding information from the public. So what are you going to do? You know, you can't beg the EPA to do their jobs. You can't even pay them to do their jobs, technically, because they're already getting paid and they're still not doing their jobs. The only thing you can do is make them irrelevant. So this is citizen science, folks. Citizen science here at the Health Ranger Laboratory. We own the instrumentation. We do not get government grant money. We do not get paid by some corporation to do this. We answer to you, the people. We are the real environmental protection citizens agency, if you will. The EPCA. Maybe we should launch that. Environmental Protection Citizens Agency. Citizen science on display, saving you from your own evil government. All right, so anyway, I'll be bringing you these results. You can see the test results at parts per billion concentrations on a map, and documents and articles we'll be posting at EPAWatch.org. So if you want to see what we're finding, and yes, what we're finding is showing that your government is lying to you, big surprise, then just go to EPAWatch.org. And if you if you don't believe that this is actually happening, if you're a denialist, then just go to the EPA, drink whatever they tell you to drink. You'll be fine. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're telling you the truth. Just trust them. And take all the drugs the FDA says are safe too. And eat all the chemicals that the USDA says are safe to use on crops too. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Yeah, and take the chemotherapy when you get cancer, because that's what you're going to get from eating all that stuff. But if you want to actually be healthy and free of disease and eliminate toxic chemicals and drink clean water, then listen to the Health Ranger at EPAWatch.org, where real citizen science is now making fraudulent government science obsolete. Thank you for listening. Hear all of my podcasts at healthrangerreport.com. Click subscribe to stay plugged in to the Health Ranger Report.